Welcome back. Let's continue the exercises. Number 41. Find how many numbers are divisible by 4 in the range now pay attention to the range. I'm excluding the 0 and excluding the 100, okay? Also calculate the sum of all its terms. I just want to know add everybody together, okay? Now, if you don't remember, this was our last exercise, and just pause for a moment to know how can you tell that a number it is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, okay? Just pause for a minute, read this one through again, and in case you don't know each one of them, you should, okay? This is very important, okay? Because sometimes we need to know if something is going to be divisible, we need to know if some number is going to be an integer, and so on. So, pause for a minute, think through, and we're going to continue in a few seconds, okay? And I'm going to wait. Please go ahead, take your pencil, and do your part alone, at least for those seconds or minutes. Okay, assuming you're done, let's just hope you just got the right answer. Probably yes. Let's continue here. Well, first, how many numbers? How many numbers? Let's find out this one first, okay? To know that, we have to write like this. an is going to be the first plus n minus 1 times the common factor. Well, the common factor, we know it's going to be 4. Okay? Because we're going 4 by 4. Now, what other information we have? Well, we have to find the first and the last term. Let's find the first term. The first term. Well, it could be 0, but we're not going to choose 0 because it's not allowed to, okay? It starts at 0, but excluding it. So the next one is going to be 4. So A1 is going to be 4. What's going to be the last? AN. Well, it could be 100, but why? Because remember, to be divisible by 4, the last 2 digits must be divided by 4. 0 divided by 4, which is 0. We say a number is divisible by another when the answer it is an integer. Okay, it can't have decimals. Now, 0 by 4, it's just 0. 0 doesn't have decimals, so it's divisible by 4. Now, what else? 100 is not good. So what is the next one? Is going to be 96. And again, 96 it is divided by 4. We can just divide by 2, which is 48, and we can divide by 2 again, which is 24. Okay? Now, so this is going to be A1, and this is going to be AN. Now we have everything, and we can calculate n, right? N it is how many terms. Now let's just apply this. I'm going to plug in now everything. It's going to be 96 is equal 4 plus, we are going to find out what is n, times 4, right? What is going to be? It's going to be 96 minus 4, okay? Now divided by 4 and add the 1. this is going to be n, and it is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 24. Okay, so this is the first information we have. Okay, actually not the first information, this is actually how many terms we have in our sequence. Okay, this is one answer. What is going to be the second part of this the exercise? What is the sum? Let's make it in black. Okay, the sum of its terms. Well, for that we're going to use the summation. If you remember, the summation of those 24 terms is going to be the first plus the last times half of the terms. What is going to be the first one? The first one is this one, 4, plus the last one is going to be 96. Okay, and we're going to multiply by half of those 24. Okay, and what is that? Well, this is 100. Let's continue a little bit. Okay, times 24, right? This is easy because we have 100. Divide this is 12. Okay, always try to do math without not using the calculator. Okay, and 100 times 12, it is just 1200, and this is a summation, and that's it. Okay, so this is the answer. Now let's suppose that I just ask you instead, let's make 42. Now what about if I ask you this? Find what is the sum of all numbers from 0 to 100 inclusive. Let's put inclusive. Find what is the sum of all numbers from 0 to 100 that are not divisible by 4. Now what would you do it? Now think for a minute. This actually this was supposed to be the real exercise, but I just introduced this one so it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, assuming you already thought about it. Okay, this is the beginning. Okay, we're going to use this information too, but before, let's just sum. Let's make this. Let's sum the first 100 terms. Okay, as 100, it is going to be the first term 0 plus the last one 100 multiplied by how many terms do we have from 0 to 100? Kind of tricky. Okay, it is 101. Okay, divided by 2, just half of n. And why is 101? From 1 to 100 we have 100. From 0 to 100 we have 101 terms. So this is going to be what? This is going to be just 100 times 101 divided by 2. If we just simplify, this is just 50 times 101. This is going to be 5050. 5050. This is not the answer, okay? So if you just sum all the first 100 terms, this is going to be 5050. But we have to discount the ones that are divisible by 4, okay? But now look, now we are considering 100 inclusive, okay? Now what is going to be the answer? Is going to the total the total it is going to be 5050 minus 1200. Okay, but in here we did not count the 100. Okay, because I just wanted to play with the last term in here, but now we have to count. Okay, and 100 it is divisible by 4, isn't it? So we have to count this one too. Okay, so 100 it is not going to be in our counting. Minus 1 again. Why is 5050? Because this is when we sum everything else. Okay, this is what this is like this: 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, so on, plus 97 plus 98 plus 99 plus 100. This is 5050. We have to remove that summation, because that summation comes from numbers that are divisible by 4, but that it is within the range up to 100, not including 100, but now we are including 100, and 100 cannot be counted, so actually have to remove 100, right? Okay, it is kind of tricky. Okay, not 1, we have to remove, because the number 100 it is not supposed to be counted there. Okay, so let's do the math. 5050, ignore the 50, okay, then I put it back. 5000 minus 1200, this is going to be 4000. 3850 minus 100, it is 3750. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, let's just put in here. So this is a total. So always be careful about what you're using, what you are summing. Okay, summing up. Okay, very simple this one. This exercise is simple itself, but assuming we did this one first. If I had done only this one, it would be a little bit more difficult. So thank you very much. See you on page 41. Bye.